You're working well, Morris?
Oh, well, I'm working. So that bearing's complete. There, and this one's even broken at that point and down there, so it would have gone up and over previously. That's the insert, that's actually the bearing for this piece that drives the jaw. Just having a little dig to get it a bit clearer. So that's the two of the mounting pads. So it must be upside down, more or less, or unless it's vertical. It must be vertical.
Yeah, the writing's upside down, so I'll go and look at the nameplate.
I won't bother trying to turn it over.
No, no. Okay. Now I'm going to turn the camera over. I might be able to see that now. It's a Hope's patent number. Yeah.
Number Yarra, what was it? Yarra something?
Yarra Bank.
Yarra Bank 112.
Yep.
It's definitely 112 there.
Yep. There you go.
Beautiful downtown Melbourne. It's probably still there, I suppose. Yarra Bank will still be there anyway because the Yarra's still there.
Yeah. You having fun?
Yeah, marvellous too. I paid for it though.
Oh no.
It's not a lot of blood. It's just messy.
I've got some band-aids up there.
Yeah.
You're okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Just got to fix your hand up now.
Doesn't look terrible. Doesn't that look awful?
No.
That's one tiny cut from a bit of that cutting grass.
Back to the car.
Yes. Good thing I'm not on blood thinners.
So, anyway, the old crusher then. What do you reckon?
Yes. Yeah, no, excellent, eh? Excellent. Yes, it's totally upside down. Yeah, so the poor old crusher's come to a bit of a sticky end. That you can see that a piece like that used to go like that and down there is broken out. But there's this shaft that goes through there that this pivoted on, and it's a shaft that's what 2.5 inches easy. And if you look at the line across here, it's got a substantial bend in it. So the amount of force that actually caused it to do that is not pretty. Enormous amount of force that ruined it.
That must weigh heaps.
Oh, absolutely, yes. This is way the best part of a tonne easy, I reckon.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Well, that's good. That's good. All right, well, you've done well.
Well done.
We've exposed it. That's good.
There's the end of the shaft there. So that would likely be the shaft that drove, like it'd have probably would have had a pulley on the far end of it, or maybe through one of those that drove it, which actually provides the crushing motion. Is what it had been. There would have been flywheels and all sorts of things somewhere on it.
Yeah. All right.
Good find.
Yeah. We just come up to what we think is Lady Barron Mine, and found a few interesting things. And there's Morris over there. Just found a few bits of metal. Looks like a trench.
So I picked this up over there. I'm not really sure what it is, but there's clearly a piece of quartz there, and clearly not quartz there, if you know what I mean. And when we roll over the quartz, it's got all sorts of exciting sparkly bits and pieces in it. There's probably no value, but it really looks like fun. It really does.
Good. And what's that thing behind you there?
So that over there is a diff out of a pretty small car, probably. It's had the ends cut off just after the spring hangers. So previously it would have come out a little further, and then there'd be at least a wheel bearing and maybe a drum brake or something or other, which is gone and cut off if somebody needed it.
I remember once you found a train in the bush, you're finding a car now.
Yes, you never know your luck.
You might be able to go home by car yet.
Oh, good idea. These bits could be stabilised inside the side, perhaps. Modern.
Yeah, there's quite a deep trench there. Yeah. It's
got water in it as well.
Yes.
Got a bit of depth, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Must be water flowing. It's been washing away the bank. That it runs a long way back to where we came from. Hey, what have you found there, Morris?
I found a hole in the ground.
Oh, wow.
I'm not quite sure what it is. It's on the line of the trench. But if this goes in there, it might turn left, might just be a dead end.
Yeah.
Hard to tell.
Okay, well that...
Much too treacherous to go into it.
Yeah, okay, that trench seems to head down that way.
It's pretty much in line with the trench.
Yeah, there's been some sort of a building here. Bit of a framework there.
Especially a bit of simple processing been going on, I reckon. Let's have a look on there.
Yep.
Yeah, just found it on the ground. It's just a piece of a simple screen, like it's only a piece of tin. It's had something dripping through it on a regular basis, but of course, you know, you put stuff in and you shake it around and the fine stuff goes through and the rest doesn't. I'll see if I can demonstrate. There we are. Fine stuff comes through, coarse stuff doesn't. How about that?
So there's been a structure here. There's more.
It's a bit of simple processing. There's nothing significant here by any means. It might have been a shed with these 4x2s or whatever they are around the back.
Yeah.
Like that's sawn timber, so that's...
Yes.
What have you got here while we're at it? This might be something what they were interested in, isn't it, somehow? That's a bit more of that quartzy looking stuff, I suppose. That one there. Good things going on with it. Oh, that's as soft as butter, that one. Yeah, that green stuff.
Yeah. There's a little pond.
Yes, we've been moving water around, haven't we?
Yeah.
Without a doubt. That looks like just a bit of rubber. It is a bit of rubber, but it's... Pull it out and make a job of it. How much more I got? Oh, there's a good bit of it. I don't know. Won't come. Either a rubber pipe or there's an elephant about somewhere.
Here's Mr. Jones.
Oh, good afternoon. The sign says this area contains mobile coverage is bad here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Own risk. I'll own the risk.
Okay.
Good.
Off you go.
This way. Danger. No unauthorised entry. Dangerous mine shafts concealed in the undergrowth.
Oh.
Fall in and no one would know.
Did you see what this...
Also, beware tiger snakes, leeches, march flies, jumping ants, big meat ants, little meat ants.
wandering around Moina.
Oh, this is nice.
What have you discovered, Morris?
Well, clearly the main mill structure for the, what is it, Murphy and Shepherd, Shepherd and Murphy. This very nice map that has been provided as part of one of the other things that's gone around shows us things like these are the stands for the stamp. I think the primary processing is up there, up high. But then the stamp is on there, and that bit over there, and this is apparently part of it as well somehow. And I think that once we go to these bits over here, that they're the base for some of the trommels that we use to actually process the stuff after it's come off the stamp or off the crusher. There must also be some bases for a Wilfley table somewhere. Might be around behind you there, I reckon.
So here we are at Moina.
Yeah, beautiful Moina. Yeah.
What have you
Lovely
discovered?
place. Well, there's this really good map that was from whatever his name was, Mr. Vines, that did a wonderful survey back in 2011, which is really useful for information for the site. Looking up behind us, in the high stuff up there, yep, the highest part of that's where the first crusher is. Like the raw stuff comes to the first crusher. Once it's through the first crusher, the base is just this side of it, just a little bit nearer. There'd be a secondary crusher on that. That'd be a drum or something or other like that, breaking it down. And once it's out of there, it would then come down onto those bases over there, which are the stamps to break it up into fines. Once it's into, and that's the real fine stream that would then go down through that side of the plant, one way and another. And this side would be through trommels instead, which takes the stuff that isn't real small and and sieves it, breaks it up finer, and there's a number of those apparently, one behind the other. I think that's what all these bases are about. Good stuff, eh?
Oh, we just found what we think is the main shaft at Moina. Waiting for the sun to go in. It's right, I'm coming over. So what do you reckon, Morris?
Well, according to the instructions, this is the main shaft. They've had a grill put over it for safety purposes. They had a very fine wire fence put around it for star droppers, and then somebody's very carefully bent this one over so you can go and jump up and down on top of it and fall down the hole, I suppose. Noticeable up behind, if you go round to your left a bit there and mind the barbed wires, the concrete structure up behind, which would be part of the poppet head up there through the man-fern. I presume that'd be part of the lifting frame somehow or other. And a nice wet concrete bank in through there as well, so that's all sort of part of the picture somewhere.
Well, I'm going to try and look down the shaft with my camera. Oh, I've got my little torch. You better look at me when you can.
Not too exciting. I can't get up. Can't get up. Let's get the torch off. Oh, that was good. It was great. And where did it spring back to? Exactly the same place. I'll do something with it, I'll wind it up or I'll probably upset it somehow.
Trying to remove an obstruction to the view.
Might make it better or worse, I'm not sure. You wouldn't believe that bloody twig is still in the wrong place. Exactly.
Wait till your wife sees this.
Found a stick with a fork in it and I broke it.
Now where are we?
Was it Murphy and Shepherd or Shepherd and Murphy?
At Moina.
S&M. Good. Yes, no, Shepherds and Murphys. Discovered in about 1896 or 7 by two blokes whose first name I can't remember, but it was Murphy and so forth. Then by 1903 or 4 they sort of got a bit of a production going, and it was the biggest and best mine was ever going to be. What they all are. And about 1916 or 17 the mill burnt to the ground, which slowed things down something fierce. Then they went and found some more money from the United Kingdom, I think money from London. And between 1918 and 1922 or 23 I think it was, they rebuilt the mill and got it going. And then of course, like all good mining operations, the tin price went down, the metal prices, because it mined tin and bismuth and what is it? Wolframite or something like that?
Yeah, wolframite.
I think it's something like that, yeah. Yes, and then all the metal prices went down. Anyway, the prices gradually came back and it continued through till 1953, I think they gave up and finished, something like that, and the kettle's boiled. What you'll guess is as good as mine, which runs across through there somewhere, I suppose. There's bits of steel, maybe pipe or something down in there. That's the track I should have come in.
A couple of little bits of railway line there. Tramway track.
Track that comes into it down around from the bottom there.
Okay. Yeah, just found some concrete structures down below. We'll see them out. It's down in there. I can see the bolts. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Shoveling muddy concrete up there.
Well, it's coming out of a creek, and it does appear to be coming out of an adit, and I'm just going to try and find a way across here. Okay, I am sure there's an adit just out of view up there. I've just crossed the creek and I can see running water, and I really think it's coming out of an adit. Just going to have a little look. I don't know. Doesn't look like it. No. No.
That's the net.
Oh. I've just found a piece of mesh just beyond where I went. What can you see? Right, I'm just above the mesh now, and Morris is way down. Can you see me?
You're down there somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, hello.
Okay, so
I see a hole in the ground.
so you can see in a fair way.
Yeah, I can see in 30, 40 metres probably at least.
Right.
It steps up on the bottom as it goes in.
Okay.
The water at the entry is quite a bit.
Right.
It's dammed up behind what I'm sitting on.
Okay.
But then it goes in and it steps, well, it's only 5 or 6 metres in, it steps up and then
Right.
it's dry.
Okay, I'm coming down.
Yep.
Morris has just located an adit. It's got a name, Morris? A number?
I think it's number 3.
Ah, okay.
I believe it's in the right place for number 3 according to the map.
Okay, I'm just going to have to move.
Open area around here,
Yes.
pretty much.
Yes.
And then as you look up there, so the water runs out there,
Yeah.
and then there's a sort of a step there,
Oh, yeah.
which could have water dammed up behind it, but you can't see it. I reckon that's a fall, so there's a fair lump of rock there.
Yes.
And then it continues on, and I don't know whether your torch will do any better than this one up in the distance.
So what is it, like a... It's almost like a barricade or a dam or something.
I reckon it's a little fall, and then the water's been over it at some stage.
Wow.
Is that your torch light up the far end at all on the distance?
Not really.
No, so
Oh, just... Are you able to hold my torch? Okay. Oh, wow. I'm going to try and zoom.
okay, so I'll extend
Yeah.
the spotlight
Oh, yes.
up there a good bit.
Good.
What's it like with the zoom?
Can you see that?
Oh, I see. Yeah, so I'm watching the camera to see what I'm doing.
Okay, I'm just going to come back and look at that. Brilliant, mate. Wonderful.
Struggle to get to it.
Yes.
Here's your mosquito again.
There's plenty of mosses there.
I'm going to come back in closer here. Can't really tell how deep that water is. There. A bit of a feel for it up close here with the lights on, but that's about it. Open the front door, shut the front door, off to work, right home, right home, right home.
Got any other remarks about the day?
It's been quite pleasant, really.
Yeah.
Apart from those couple of bits of horizontal earlier in the day that were a bit nasty, but we've got past that.
That's been good.
This is an interesting little spot here, though. Even like this bit of a wall behind. When you look closely, it's a bit of concrete and a big bolt sticking up out of it. That might have been the hopper that held the stuff ready for the magnetic treatment area here, or not. I've got no idea really. And then we've got the bases of what I presume are the magnetic separators that you've just captured here. So, yeah, just so much stuff going on. It really is. Fortunately, it's been well recorded, so it's easy to find.